Hey guys, what's going on? It's Fatality clutZ here, bringing you another Advanced Warfare video. Um, why my channel name is Taco Sunny. That was my PSN name, and then when I got the Xbox One, my friend and I decided to make a team. It's called Fatality. So our names start with Fatality and end with a capital Z. So that's what's going on. And this time, hopefully I won't stutter, because I got a little cheat sheet, wrote down everything, instead of writing my English paper. But I did do my English paper, theology paper, so it's all good. And the gameplay that will be in the background is, during Clan Wars, we need to take CTF, so it's CTF on Solar, and it's in pubs. It's not in ranked playlists, so keep that in mind. And in the video, we will be discussing how to get better at Advanced Warfare, if you did not take that from the title of the video. Alright, so first we'll start with variations. How do you tell what variation is good compared to bad variations of guns? What I look for on a variation is up damage and up fire rate. So, and I guess handling, I have not quite figured out what handling means, but if it means what I think it means, which I'm not going to share because I don't know if I'm right or not, and I don't want to be feeding you guys false information. And handling, so, and I would take fire rate over damage, because fire rate affects the TTK more, which TTK stands for time to kill, and that affects it more than damage. But when I first got the game, I was looking for damage, but you want to get fire rate, and you can always drop like accuracy and stuff, because you can always throw a foregrip on. So keep that in mind when you get a variation of weapon. Except for snipers, you don't really need fire rate in snipers. Look for variations that have upped fire rate. But if it's like 1 fire rate for 2 damage, I wouldn't do that unless you expect to get in a lot of close quarter gunfights. So be careful with what you pick, guys. Alright, and next we'll be talking about weapon selections. Guys, play to the advantage of your weapons. If you're using the AK, I don't want to see you guys rushing at people, because the AK's fire rate isn't very good. And the ball is pretty much universal, so keep that in mind. You can use that at most ranges. I just wouldn't go too far with it. Hold on. Alright, sorry for that. My dog started barking, and I didn't want that to get in the way of anything. I didn't want to get any negative feedback because the dog was barking for a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Where was I? I was talking about guns, right? The ball. It's pretty much universal, as I think I have recently said. But make sure you know your attachments. I guess I can recommend some classes that I like. I really like Stalker. Because in this game, you have to pre-aim a lot. So keep that in mind. Because everybody likes to run around, but if you're pre-aiming, you can get your shot off faster. Because believe it or not, when you come out of sprint, it takes maybe a half a second to actually get out of sprint and start shooting. So if you are aiming down sight, you don't necessarily you can shoot faster and giving you a higher chance of winning the gunfight. All right. So yeah, and so the class setups, I guess, would be the ball with stock, red dot, and quick draw grip. I really like the quick draw grip, so if I am caught off guard, I'll be ready to react a little bit faster. It's just something I personally like. If not, you guys can use the foregrip on that. And the other one is, if you're not really digging the stock perk, or you do, but your shot's off, and you kind of want to get back on, play it a little bit slower, keep to the edges of the map. And for this class, you're going to want to use the ball, the quick draw grip, and an extended mag. So that's another class setup if your shot's off, or you're not really digging the stock. Alright, guys, next we're going to be talking about exo movement. Make sure you don't quote-unquote overuse your exo movement. Like, don't be double jumping all over the place. Although, if you get in a gunfight and you're taken off guard, it's okay to double jump because it's harder for them to follow you if they're playing on a lower sensitivity, which I highly recommend because it's easier to control. But what I really like is the exo dodging and stuff. That's kind of cool. It's when you put your joystick to either side and your guy just shoots over to one side or the other. That's really nice.
Watch this.
And if you're like me and you jump and then exo dash forward, make sure you aim down sight after every time you do that so you don't get caught off guard. And another thing with the exo movement, if you say there's an enemy around the corner,
Fox, record that.
what you can do is you can face the corner, face the wall of the corner, then jump and exo dash to the side, and you're already there. And that's a really great way to go around corners. It catches the enemy off guard though. They think you're just gonna come around the corner pre-aiming, so they'll be ready. They won't be expecting you to like dash like 6 feet out of their sight. So it's just a great way. And when you're in between, when you're in between matches, guys, go to the firing range. It doesn't hurt anybody. You don't need to be a busybody and check out whatever everybody has. Alright, I highly recommend going in the firing range. They finally gave you something to do in between lobbies. Take advantage of it. I mean, it's not like it's gonna throw off your shot. It'll help you get better. I highly recommend, if you think your accuracy is suffering, I highly recommend firing range 5, I'm pretty sure. And if you think your reaction time is lacking, I'd go to firing range 4. Although with 4, after a while you get used to it and you're pre-firing, so that's not, you're not improving your reaction time by pre-firing. But it is okay to pre-fire in games. If you think somebody's gonna challenge you, pre-fire. Alright, and alright.
But I'm doing so well guarding.
Guys, if you're just getting into COD and you're having trouble, try switching your settings to tactical and play against bots till you get used to the tactical setting. With the tactical setting, it allows you to drop shot, which is very helpful. It throws enemies' aim off.
Making a move on it.
Also, if you guys have been playing it, you're on tactical, but you're still feeling like you're not doing very good. Christmas is around the corner, and I personally do have a custom remote. It's called Cinch.
Oh, and
it's a Cinch remote. They have buttons on the back that you can. Mine are jump and A and B on the Xbox One, which is for me jump and melee. If you don't mind spending a little bit extra money, I highly recommend that. And you can use our team's code, right? I guess, and that would be Fatality 2. I'll leave that in the description. It's for you guys.
Okay, I'm going.
And next, I recommend watching the exclusive Aces channel. He's a really cool YouTuber. I don't know him in person or anything. Sorry for that. My dad came back and wanted to talk to me. Man, so many interruptions. Hopefully it won't take away from the overall quality of the video. Oh man, I've got to wrap this up. So, exclusive Ace, he has a lot of drills to help you with whatever you want. He's a great guy. He listens to the comments. I don't know him or anything, but it would be nice if you tell him that I sent you. Maybe he could help me out and stuff.
I was just running behind you. I don't know how many.
Since I don't have a lot of time, if you are on Xbox One, hit me up. Tweet me your gamer tag. My Twitter will be in the description. For the first time, I've actually used more time than I needed, so have a nice